I'm Laura Ray, and I'm here with my 10 Amazon must-haves that I'm giving 5 stars. These are amazing products that have made a difference in my life. I'm so happy you're here today. If you're new, I hope you'll want to subscribe to the channel. And for those of you that are back, I hope this video is helpful and that if you enjoyed it, you'll give it a thumbs up. Now let's talk about my first product. If I had a bucket list for makeup, at the top of the list, I think would be the Artis Oval Round Brush. They can run anywhere from $65 to $75 for one brush, even more. So I bought this set. I've bought these before, but I wanted to buy a new set so that I could test it out and make sure it's still the quality that I would want to recommend. These are amazing. I would pay what I paid just for one brush, just for the foundation brush. These larger brushes here are just so beautiful for applying different foundation, cream blush, especially this size. For me, it's a little smaller. I like to take the larger brush just to blend everything out at the end after I've applied foundation or bronzer, just to go back and sort of buff the areas out so that I don't have any area where there's a collection of product. But I have found too, for cream blushes, this size is perfect because I can really blend in the cheek area. I'm just fascinated by these brushes. I think they're amazing and I can't believe the price. They wash beautifully. And another thing I want to mention is that you'll save money. I hardly use any foundation when I use these brushes because it doesn't soak in like it does on many sponges or other brushes. The product sort of lays more on the top of the brush, and because these are such compact bristles. So these brushes will save you money and give your skin such an airbrushed look. Let's talk about the lip combination I'm wearing. If I could give a lip liner 10 stars, I would give it to this Maybelline lifter liner. They're so affordable, and I think they're better than many high-end that I've purchased before. One reason I love these lip liners is they're so creamy. They're almost like a lipstick. They just blend beautifully, and they don't make my mature lips that have a lot of lines in them look like that. They look more like I've put on a satin kind of lipstick. Now, if you like a glossier lip, what I've done today, this is a new shade that I purchased. I haven't shown before. It's called Player. And I thought it was just such a beautiful shade for fall. I've topped it with one of my favorites here, Bubblegum. So Bubblegum has a little bit of a pink tone to it. So when you put it over that nude, it gives a slight amount of that pinky nude look, but not so much that it takes away from the lip liner. But I just think this is a standout shade. These two work beautifully together, and I think it's a perfect look for fall. Let's talk about feet. Recently, I bought the Bos Socks. I've never tried these before, and they are incredible. I just love them so much. If you've never seen them before, they're great for wearing, especially when you're wearing your sneakers, because they sort of come up on the back without being uncomfortable. And they have this section in the middle that sort of supports the arch of your foot. But they're really the most amazing socks I've ever tried. Well, recently I saw Shea Whitney talk about a dupe on Amazon, so I ordered them, and they are fantastic. I don't think they're quite as thick as the Bombas. The Bombas are a tad bit thicker, which you might like them to be a little thinner. I actually like that these are thinner for this time of year because it's still a little too hot here in Florida to be wearing a sock this thick. I usually wear pretty thin socks in my shoes in the summer like this. We're in fall, but it feels like summer here still. It's in the high 80s. So these have been just wonderful. Do I think the Bombas are better? Yes, I do. I think they're a higher quality. I love these, but they run close to $15. I think that's a little pricey for me to buy 6 or 8 pair like that. These are so much more affordable. So if you like the Bombas or you've always wanted to try them and they're just a little expensive, you might want to give these a go because I think they're great socks. Hi ladies, I'm popping in because I'm in a contest. I can't believe I entered this contest to be on the cover of New Beauty magazine. This would be a dream come true for me because I want to represent mature women. That's why I started my channel 10 years ago. So if you would like to vote for me, I will put the link in the first pinned comment. I don't usually get dry heels, but in the summer, even with this humidity, I wore sandals all the time or went barefoot, and I found that my heels were a little drier than normal. So I got out these that I bought quite a while ago, the Zen Toes. Now, for those of you that have never bought these, you just slip them over your feet, and inside is all this moisture. I can't believe the difference these made. Within a day, my heels were no longer dry, and these were so soft and comfortable to wear around the house. I was wearing them during the day, and I actually liked that they weren't a full sock because it's so hot here and humid. I couldn't have worn a sock this thick over my entire foot. I haven't worn these yet, as you can see, but I'm so excited because these are a little warmer. And I thought for summer, a thinner sock might be better. So I will update you as I wear these around, but these are just so amazing. I can't believe the difference it made for my heels. I didn't have to do any sanding, exfoliating, nothing on my heels when I wore these. One more thing that's been incredible for my feet are these shoes. Now you might think these things look a little crazy, but I love them. I've been using them when I'm rebounding. These are just perfect because they're lightweight, they're very flexible, you can see that, and they're comfortable on the inside too. They're really made for the beach. You could use them outside if you wanted to when you're gardening. I liked even wearing them around the house like a slipper. But they're so comfortable with this little cushion here on the back. I love them so much I've ordered another pair that'll be here maybe today. They have so many different patterns. They are super affordable, around $10. I can't believe it. They're also great for the beach. So you can put these on. You know, when my husband and I were at the beach the other day, we found the top of an aluminum can and it had all these really rough parts that could have cut someone's foot up. So we took it to a recycling bin there on the beach. But I don't really like to walk around on the beach in my bare feet too much because of that. There's all kinds of trash that you'll find even when you live on a pretty clean beach. So I told my husband from now on, I'm going to wear these to the beach. They're just perfect. They keep my toes safe, the bottom of my feet. As we get older, we have to be concerned about getting cuts. We might not heal as quickly. Some people have diabetes, and a cut like that could be really something bad for them. I love these shoes, and there's so many different purposes that you could wear them for. I've pretty much stopped carrying a purse since I've been retired. I am trying to work on a retirement video coming up, but one thing is that I've had some issues with my neck that I've had since I was in a car accident when I was 25. I was hit from behind at a stoplight, and I've had a pinched nerve in my neck since. So I have to be careful how heavy of a purse that I carry. So when I retired, I went totally to a fanny pack. And I sometimes drape it across the chest like this or wear it around my waist. So I have one that I used to use on weekends all the time. That's become my permanent one. And I ordered 2 new ones because the one I have is black. And I ordered from the same company this shade. I just thought it was so beautiful. These are super affordable. There's plenty of room to put what I put in. I might put a lipstick, my keys, my identification. I'll just slip in here. I just love it. There's also a zipper in the back where you can put items. So this is the perfect size for me. I bought a larger one. I could fit my cell phone in it too if I want to, if I don't keep too many other things in it. Now I also bought this brown one. This is the same inside, just a different front. This one is flat, just more of a matte look. And then this one is quilted. I really love the quilted the best, I think. Let me know in the comments if you've ever carried a fanny pack, if you like them. I just think they're perfect. Normally, what I do during the day when I'm not working on YouTube is run around town, and I really don't need a bunch of things with me. I might keep a Band-Aid in there or something like that, but I find I don't need all the things I did when my children were little and I needed a purse to carry things that they might need. Downsizing has helped my neck, and these fanny packs are so much more affordable than a purse. This is something you may not have at your house or in your car, but if you don't, I highly recommend it, and that's a first aid kit. It's so important. Sometimes you're having work done at your house, or you might be doing work at the house and cut yourself, or something happens with cooking. I like to keep one in the car also. And with us, with all these hurricanes and this weather, we always want to have one close by. So I bought a new one. I have a couple of little kits, and I'm just going to leave those in the car. This one comes actually with a little emergency book and things to do if someone needs help. So this is really great. It has 299 pieces in it. So this is what it looks like. It's so compact. I love that. It's got little scissors. It's got antiseptic wipes, tape, Band-Aids, gauze, just a lot of things you would need if somebody has something happen while you're at home or in the car. So if you don't have a first aid kit, I highly recommend it. I had to talk about this one. It's so strange, but it's going to help one of you, or maybe many of you out there. And this is for your hands. This is to work out your hands. So you know how they have all the exercise bands to build your muscles? Well, this is for your hands, and I'm going to show you how it works. What happened to me is my pinched nerve that I told you about. I had an episode this summer where it affected the use of my left hand, and I was having a lot of difficulty. Fortunately, it's all healed now, so I'm fine. And I did seek medical attention and help, and I did some physical therapy. And when I was working with my physical therapist, I went on Amazon and found this and showed it to her, and because I felt it was making such a difference in getting back the strength in my hand. So you may not have the pain and the trouble I was having, but maybe you feel like your hands are weaker than they used to be. What you do is just, you can do this two ways. I do it on top. You can flip it around the other way. But you hook these on your fingers like this. And I still do this at night, and it's really improved the strength in my fingers. So you hook this on like this. I look like Edward Scissorhands. And then I had trouble in my thumb. My thumb was not working right, and this finger here. You can see how it's working out right here. And this really helped with the strength in my thumb. And then I just go like this, and I just do different stretches to increase my strength. And I just do this for about 5 minutes while I watch TV at night, and I can't even tell you the difference this has made. At one point, I couldn't even type on the keyboard. My fingers were so weak. And over time, this has given me my strength back. So if you have any weakness in your fingers, your hand, this is worth it. This was $10. That's it. Sometimes the most simple things are the things we don't pay attention to. And this has been a game changer for me. If I could, I would give this moisturizer more than 5 stars. It's wonderful. I believe it's called Estura is how you say it. It's a cream barrier for your skin. I originally heard about this from Dr. Sam Ellis here on YouTube. It's one of her favorites she's ever used. This is so beautiful. It did not bother my sensitive skin. It has such a nice texture. I'm always looking for that light to medium texture, and this just goes on so beautifully. It plays perfect under makeup, and that's what I'm always looking for. Some moisturizers just don't work well under makeup, so that was a priority for me, but I love that it's so calming for my skin. If you're like me and you have reactive skin, I think you ought to give this a try. You'd be really happy with it. This is maybe one of the most important products I've ever shown in the history of my channel. It's not a beauty item. It's really a protect your family item. This is a case I bought on Amazon after looking at many of them that is fireproof and that you can take with you if you have an emergency. And so right after this video, I'm going to be filling this up. But let me show you the inside. There's lots of pockets to put documents. I like that it had a handle, first of all, because I wanted something we could carry. Place for credit cards. You could put a passport in here if you have one. There's so many different pockets in it. And as I said, it's fireproof, and I think it's a great size. It's lightweight. My plan for it is if we have to leave our home and are under mandatory evacuation at any point, not just this storm, but any hurricane, that we can just grab that bag and go. We do have family scattered around the state that we could travel and stay with. So I would just grab this bag and know it had everything in it and not worry about looking for things all over the house. In those kinds of stressful moments, you don't want to be going through that. You want something quick and easy. And so that's one of the things I've been doing in my retirement, is sort of organizing our life and having everything where it's readily available and quick for us to grab and go. So if you don't have a fireproof container like that with all your important documents, then I highly recommend doing that. It could come through in a pinch. It's one of those things you hope you never have to use, but if you do, you're so glad you have it. By the way, I wanted to mention that I really do like this top. I think it would look even better on someone that had a little more going up top than I do, but it's very comfortable. I like the cut in it. It's got a little slit here, and I don't know if I'd give it more than 5 stars, but it's super comfortable. I really like it, and it was affordable and something a little bit different than I normally wear. So those are my 10 Amazon must-haves. I know it was really different, but I hope all of these things are as helpful to you as they are to me. Again, everything's linked beneath the description of the video. I hope everyone is doing well. There's been so much going on with the weather. My heart goes out to everyone dealing with these hurricanes. I love you all so much. I'm praying for all of you that you'll all be safe and sound. Have a great week. Love you, and I'll see you soon.